A part of a funeral ceremony that many of you may not have experienced yet is a crowning ceremony. This is where during the service, at the end, before the final viewing and the final benediction, a crown is placed on the deceased's head. Typically, it is very ceremoniously done. You may have a specific song playing. Everyone may be singing a specific song, but they will walk down the aisle, someone, either a family member or the funeral director, carrying a crown towards the casket would be here, and you're walking up very ceremoniously to crown the deceased. They place the crown on the head of the person in the casket. Now, sometimes they're buried with this, but that crown may belong to the funeral home and being borrowed. They may have rented it for the service. Sometimes these are made of metal. Sometimes they're all different materials, bejeweled. They may be simplistic. Where does this come from? So let me read you. Revelations 2:10 reads, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." So it's not a literal crown in this passage, but that's where a lot of this comes from, is that you are crowning this person who is a king or queen of their own life, and they're now going on to wear a crown in heaven. You could also use floral crowns made of flowers. Some of that came from the fact that if a woman was not married, she was becoming the bride of God and would wear a crown of flowers. So some of that is in there as well, connecting. But they can be made of anything. A lot of this you're going to see in a Black African-American funeral, and in the communities it's part of their ceremony during the homegoing ceremony. However, this is not just for African Americans. This is not just for a homegoing service. Anyone can do a crowning ceremony during their funeral. Have you seen one?
I just finished my first crowning ceremony. And look at the shirt underneath. Soaked all the way through. Well, gave it 100.